Here's another video with a guy approaching a woman literally on the street, on the spot, and the approach is going very, very well.
Remarcat costumația, îmi place maxim. Vreau să mă prezint, eu sunt Andrei.
Bună, Ruxandra.
Ești grăbită, Ruxandra?
Sunt foarte grăbită.
Încotro te îndrepți așa grăbită?
Am o conferință aici și mă duc să-mi iau ceva din care...
Ah, super tare. Ce conferință? Poți să întreb?
E la TNB pentru comerț online. Uite că lumea are cu să...
Mamă, păi și eu practic este asta, oarecum, mă rog. Nu știu la ce te referi, eu lucram pe Shopify, dacă știi.
Da.
Dropshipping și chestii de astea?
În America. Are...
Da.
Aia.
Și cu ce te ocupi?
Am și un magazin online. Și am avut și pe Shopify.
Dăm voie să ghicesc, fashion?
Da.
Pe bune?
Da.
Da, păi se vede că arată super, dar îmi place. Băi, nu știu, îmi dau seama că ești... Hai să-ți iau un Instagram. Când ai mai mult timp liber, o doamne.
Instagram. Uite,
Bă, nu știu ce
Facebook.
folosești. Facebook. Adresa de mail.
Carolina Lina.
Carolina Lina. Mă asigur că te găsesc.
Vezi, de-aia trebuie să te îmbraci colorat, vezi?
I hope you enjoyed that, and I would like to tell you to stay till the end of this video because you don't want to miss a thing. Now, before we proceed with lying to yourself, maybe you keep lying to yourself as you've did so far. Let me just tell you that correct and a good generalization is that all of us men out there would love to be able to have the social skill to walk to a girl that we like and to just tell her how we feel and to take her out for a coffee and to maybe have a romantic relationship or get laid or whatever we want with her. But I just want to let you know that the very first thing when you want to become better in game, in understanding women, in attracting women, becoming this magnet, is first of all to take responsibility for the things that you really want in your life. Because you have a lot of friends that might talk about this topic, you have a lot of persons that in general have their perceptions and beliefs. And they might tell you that, you know what, it's kind of weird to just go to a woman and tell her that you like her and you want to take her out. However, this might not be the reality that you want to live in. Maybe you tell to yourself, well, I'm watching all these guys on YouTube, I'm watching all these dating coaches, they are taking action. Their lives are literally changing in a few seconds. And now I wanna make you think about this because these are two realities. First reality, you can sit on the couch and do nothing with your life. Just be a spectator. You just spectate other people's lives. And you keep hating on them and you keep envy on them because they are living the lives that are way more colorful and joyful than yours. And there's another reality. The one where you take action, the one where you face your fears, you face your whatever emotions you're feeling, you go and you fail, and from that fail, you take your lesson and become better day by day, hour by hour. I hope you want to enter this reality. And I want to let you know that it's so easy to do. This video will help you understand how to become way better when it comes to approaching women, because you might have noticed that you've done some approaches, maybe in high school or maybe even recently in your life, and you got rejected. And you got rejected so fast. And you might be suffering in that specific moment. You might be telling yourself, why is this happening? And you might be very inclined to take things personally. And usually it's not about you necessarily. And if it is about you, then it's time you come back home and you work on yourself. Now, a lot of people that sit in this reality that I mentioned previously, these are the people that like to be whining about life, like small kids, like children. They want to point the finger outside and say that is the fault of the universe, of God, of women. You know, women want money. They're so mean. They're so fucking mean. So you want to come back to yourself and understand that whatever you see in this world is whatever you're feeling right now. So if you're saying that women are mean, you're saying that because you are mean to yourself. Now, understanding this, the very first thing, like I said, is to take responsibility, be grounded as a guy, and tell yourself, yes, I do want to become way better in approaching women, in facing my fears and understanding the dating dynamics. We're talking about social skills. God damn it. Like, it's if you're telling me I don't want to be able to open people on the street or whatever I am in my life, then you're basically telling me that you're tired of breathing, which is obviously is ridiculous. So first of all, assume the fact that you do want to open socially, and whatever guy you will look on the street, you will see that when he sees a guy approaching, he will feel one of the two emotions. Either he will feel a lot of appreciation because he's like, wow, I feel inspired by your actions. Now that you're showing me I can do that as well. Or he can feel the second emotion, which is envy, which is frustration because he feels like he can't do that because most probably he tried to do that in the past and now he lacks motivation. So we can generalize and say that all men want to do this. Now think about women. Do women want to be approached? Do women have a nice feeling when you approach them? Of course. So if you ever heard a woman that said, oh, you know, I don't like these guys that approach women on the street, they're kind of creepy, you gotta understand that the women that say this experienced a bad approach, had a lot of bad experiences with approaches, which is the reason that they hate this and they don't want to see it being promoted. Ask another woman that has been approached maybe once in her life and it was amazing. She thanked the guy, she felt very grateful for what happened. And ask that woman, would you like to be ever approached again? And she will definitely tell you, yes, I fucking love that. So I want you to become this guy. So first of all, take responsibility, because as soon as you say to yourself, yes, I'm the guy that I do want to approach women, I do want to make my life better, I do want to do this right now. Only saying this, becoming conscious of saying it, will lead you towards your objective one step furthermore. The second thing is you have to reconnect to yourself, to the inner self. Okay, so the problem we're facing is that as guys, we have a lot of things we have to do in life. You got to put some gas in your car, you got to make calculations, you got to go to the job. Whatever you're doing is a lot of things that will make you go far away from your inner self. So then we ask our clients, can you think about a moment in your life when you felt extremely confident? And he cannot do that. We ask a guy, we ask our clients, can you remember a moment where you felt heartbroken because somebody left you or something happened over there? He cannot remember that. And we all experience this. We all experience pain in our life. We all have situations in our life where we lacked certain resources. Yeah, we felt not really well. But to not be able to describe the way you're feeling, that signals me that you have gone very far away from your heart and you're always in your head. Now, you might ask yourself, how is this going to help me in my dating life? Well, if you're in your head, that's why when you go to a woman, you try to talk to her, you block yourself. You experience a blackout moment, you don't know what to say anymore. You don't know how to make her laugh because you forgot how to make yourself laugh. You're constantly trying to impress her because what do you think about yourself? You forgot to impress yourself. So you put on a front that you understand from online courses and stuff like that. You're trying to become someone else because deep down you consider yourself not interested. So the woman is like, if you're feeling so low self-esteem, if you feel like you're not interesting, then I feel the same about you, by the way. Because whatever you're feeling, I am feeling. Okay, so it's an energetic field and we make transfers every single second. Okay, so women are very kinesthetic. So they feel whatever you feel. So that's why you cannot ever play a role. You can go to her and be like an alpha guy if deep down there are some pains you're having, some fears and what else. You need to understand is you got to do a lot of meditation. You got to have someone that guides you through this meditation. You got to have someone that makes you reconnect with all your senses, with the things that you see, the things that you taste, the things that you hear. We're talking a bit about professional things over here that we normally teach in neuro-linguistic programming. It's a bit difficult, but just keeping track with me. The reason I'm saying this is that a woman, when you approach her, she will tell you a lot of things about yourself. Even if she's not communicating something, she is still communicating. Because seduction is 90% non-verbal language. Let me repeat that. 90%, 90 non-verbal, which means only 10% does it matter whatever we're talking, but 90% I am constantly analyzing the way I feel, the way you look at me, what's your facial expression, what are you thinking. I'm trying to make my perceptions, my filters activate and say different stuff about you and this interaction. So you gotta come back to your senses and understand by looking at it, by feeling it, by tasting it, by imagining, okay? And then when you're in touch with your feelings, you will know how to connect, what to transfer, what to make the person feel, how to associate with her feeling, because you have this special power, by the way. It's not only that women feel what you feel. You can easily feel what I feel or what the woman feels. And you can easily dictate what you want to feel because you change your mood, because you take a decision to change the way you feel, and then you took a decision that I should feel different about you because now you feel different about yourself. So these are very advanced techniques. We teach them, as I said, in NLP. But so far, I wanted you to know that when you approach a woman, the interaction in itself says a lot of things about you. It's not about her. So you might tell yourself, oh, but this girl rejected me and I feel like my heart is aching. I feel terrible, you know? But in reality, you can't feel that way. It's only your ego because you got rejected and you basically got remembered the things that you were running away since kindergarten. So of course you're gonna feel that way because you're taking it personally, because it might even be personal to you. Now, the reason I mentioned that you should be able to reconnect with your senses, with all of them, is because the next point in becoming better is regarding calibration. We're talking here about social intelligence, emotional intelligence, a thing that people today, they don't have. They don't have anymore. And calibration is you're looking at the person, you're understanding the way she feels, her facial expression, what does it tell you? Is she afraid of you or not? The joke, was it funny or not? The distance between the two of us. You want to understand these social cues, these signals. And once I had a friend, I was with a group in a club over here in Romania. We have a lot of boot camps every single month. So there was a friend of mine that went to the bathroom, and in the meantime, our student took his waistcoat. He put it on himself. And when my friend came back, the guys that were in our group were like cheering this guy up, like, hey, it's a nice waistcoat, blah, blah. It was like kind of funny. So we were laughing all together. And this guy came out from the bathroom and he's like, yeah, I know it's funny. That's my waistcoat, you know? Like all of a sudden, no social intelligence over there. Everyone was like quiet. I was like, why did you feel the need to compensate for this? You know, like just let the joke be, let it be, just move on. So that was a moment where like people were like, what the fuck is happening, you know? And that proves that as people, we lost emotional intelligence, social intelligence. The next thing I want to mention, the fourth thing, is that you should keep things incredibly simple. So you have a lot of dating coaches today, even us, we teach you a lot of advanced techniques, of advanced conversational structures, but in the end, you should keep things extremely simple, especially if you're in the beginning or even if you're intermediate, but you don't have a lot of successes on the field. If your ratio is like 1 to 10 approaches and just 1 is successful, then definitely keep things simple. When I say keep things simple, what I refer to is that you should be talking about random subjects that are very, very basic. Like, how are you feeling today? What plans do you have today? What can you tell me about yourself that's actually interesting or funny? What is the last place you visited? How did you feel over there? What did you experience over there? And as soon as you had these conversations, you can already be like, hey, there's a nice coffee shop. We should go over there. I would like you to have a coffee with me right now. So you see, it's pretty simple, but guys tend to complicate this. And of course, it's going to feel almost impossible. Now, the fifth thing I want to mention over here is that you should keep in track with your objective and you should keep in track with your priority, because right now you took a decision. So this became a priority for you. You should always keep track of it, of every single thought or action you're taking every single day, because you don't want to lose track of your actions, of your successes, and as well of your so-called failures. You want to write down on a piece of paper every single day why you're doing it. Give yourself a lot of reasons why dating and approaching women is important for you. Because if you don't do that, well, lack of motivation, the word motivation derives from motives. So you're lacking motives in order to keep your motivation. Give yourself enough reasons for you to take action and you will take it. And as soon as you don't give yourself enough reasons, obviously you're going to procrastinate. As well, once you're taking actions, always remember the things that went well. Because if you're not going to do this, you're going to be focusing on the negative things. And when you focus on the negative, of course, you're going to tell yourself, there's no reason for me to take action anymore because look what happened over there. So keep track of the positives, okay? Be grateful for what is happening and always keep the focus on the result, not the process. Because the process is going to be difficult. You know, you think to yourself, I have to approach women every single day, like 3-4 hours a day. Jesus Christ, it's kind of busy. What? I'm going to face my inner fear. I don't know if I want to do that. So don't think about the process, just think about the result. And when you think about the result, just close your eyes to connect yourself better with the outcome and also imagine how would you look like and what would you feel over there if things are happening the way you want. Now you're going to experience a different reality, so make a priority from this reality that you discovered right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it helps us a lot. And also join us on the bootcamp. We have monthly bootcamps and eurotours. Descriptions are below in the bio. Also, we do online coaching. See you next time.